Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, bringing you Chapter 8 of my Crysis 2 Super Soldier difficulty video walkthrough. And this one's called Dark Heart. And the reason for that is because it's a quote of what Hargreaves mentions, and I think he mentions it either in this level or in like the transition from the last, where he's on about how we need to go into the dark heart of the beast to stop this infestation. And what that means is we're going to be going through this subway station, and then out into a couple of big fields full of dudes and destroying some Ceph technology. And this first area here, as you push through, it's nice and cinematic, it's nice and dark, and that train does that lovely little plough through all the debris. And then once that's done, as you push up here, you see that catwalk to my right, there's going to be a Ceph on top of that, and this will mark where the Ceph turn up from. So right now I am in trouble of being seen by something that could feasibly kill me, so this is the area that you want to start paying attention in. And once again, I'm just probably going to stealth my way through it because there are soldiers fighting them, but for the most part it's you against them. And I actually get caught with my pants down in this level, which is pretty funny because as you keep pushing through the subway, there's some maintenance tunnels to the left of the subway line, and when you go in there, there's a little ammo cache and there's a light machine gun. But when I run in here, I don't realise that there's a Ceph, and I go face to face with him. There he is. Look at that, man. That was just random as hell, because I just did not expect him to be there, and I practically kissed his face before I fired. But there's your light machine gun. I would advise you to get it because it is one of the best guns on the game, and the reason for it is because it's got a really nice big clip and it's powerful. Once again though, I would advise burst firing. And what's going to happen here is, because I've opened fire on that other Ceph, it's attracted that dude, and because I've opened fire on him, it's attracting his buddies. So from here, use your armor and pop the dudes. You could even go into cloak and completely ignore them, but when I've got this light machine gun, it puts me in a run and gun mode, so I'm going to try killing some Ceph and getting some upgrade points. And this dude rushes in, so take him out. You'll notice when he was really close, I hip fired. The reason for that is because it's easily the best strategy to do, because sometimes aiming down the sights you just can't keep up with them because they are really fast. And then there's two guys out there, and as soon as your honeycomb effect comes off the screen, make sure you move because you will get lit up to hell. Only problem with this gun is it does take a while to reload. But when you've got bullets in the clip, you can cause a bit more chaos. There's another guy coming, make sure you clean him up. And it's a little bit weird. You see right then, it looked like he was still alive, but he was in his death throes, and he wasn't. So you've got to be aware of that, because it's not always obvious when they die, unless you get like a headshot and the head pops. There's also a microwave gun you can pick up that physically makes their bodies pop, and it's a really fun gun to use, and it's dead effective against the Ceph, so I would implore you to use that when you can. And unfortunately you can't really put too much on the light machine gun, which is a shame. But I'm just looking at my upgrades. See, at this moment in time we're 8 chapters in and I still haven't upgraded anything, so that should if anything it should help your guys, you know, get through the game, because it proves you don't need upgrades, you don't need to be super overpowered. There are a lot of people doing video walkthroughs on YouTube for this game with a character that they've carried over from a past save where they've got all the upgrades and they can pretty much run in stealth and never run out and stuff like that. And to me personally, I don't think that helps anybody. The only people that helps are the people that are invested in that channel, because obviously if you are consistently putting videos up, and if you're putting yourself into those videos, either with commentary or with you know, video of yourself saying shit and doing stuff and silliness, then you're going to get a following. You're going to get a following of people that will literally watch anything you do because they enjoy what you bring to the YouTube community. And if you do a guide where you're running around a game and you can't die because you've got so many abilities that you're just practically a tank, it doesn't help anyone. All that does is however many subscribers you've got that just love you because you're awesome, it gives them something to watch. And me personally, I can't do it. I take no pride in that. And that's the main reason why I get so offended when people say that it's not on the highest difficulty, or whatever difficulty I've said it on, because all you've got to do with that one is look at some of the videos when I was deliberating about doing Castlevania. I wanted to do that game on the hardest difficulty, and it killed me to do it on the second hardest because I didn't want to. There was no reason to. And I made a big fuss about that, and I openly said that it's going to be on this difficulty, and it's bullshit, but there's nothing I can do. And why would I be that honest if I'm lying about the other guides? You know what I mean? It's like, look at Bayonetta. I did Bayonetta on hard because to do a fresh game on Infinite Climax would have probably taken me a fucking year. Because the start of that game on Infinite Climax is one of the hardest experiences you'll get in gaming. I guarantee you that. And people that make guides where they're super, you know, pumped up and use... It's like, what if I had God mode on? What if I were playing Fallout 3 with the console commands? Sure, I'd be having a really fun time because I'd have ridiculous weapons and I'd be able to run through geometry, but that's not going to help some guy who's just picked up his game on Xbox who's wanting to know how to get past these super mutants that are kicking his ass. That's not going to help him at all. So, I won't do it. And the only time I would do something like that is if it was requested, and if I was at the luxury where I could put a video up and it would be guaranteed views regardless of what it was. And right now, I don't have that luxury because I'm just another face in the crowd on YouTube. I'm a tiny channel that's hoping to get a lot bigger because I'm putting my fucking heart and soul into these videos. But back to the game. Back to a cheery topic, that is Crysis 2. So once you've touched upon that bomb, that will blow up the tunnel, so you can carry onwards. And this is now going to lead outwards into the open areas where you have to take on quite a lot of Seth and deactivate the towers. And the first thing I will say for this situation is you're going to get a sniper rifle, so enjoy that because it's really cool. And secondly, you can stealth this section. You can run past every single one of the Seth and just destroy the tower. As long as you're in a cloak, you'll not have any problems, and you can move on, hit the checkpoint, and just do it that way. I'm going to do a little bit of shooting because, like I say, I'm still in the frame of mind that it might be better if I try and work towards an upgrade. And the first upgrade I go for, and the only upgrade, is one that costs 8,000 points. So that's a lot of Seth that you have to kill to get those kind of points. That's 80 Seth. Oh, well, obviously, it might be a little less if you're killing the big fat guys and stuff. But as always, if you can get a stealth kill, make sure you go for it. But on this moment, as soon as you do the stealth kill, you come out of cloak, and they all knew where I was. So there's going to be 2 or 3 of them across from me, and down there, do you see the big brute? There's your brute. To the left of him was a normal soldier, and right across there, we're in the draw distance where we can't really see because it's kind of grey. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 more, and right now I'm thinking, what's the point? I'm probably just going to go and activate this machine and then get on with it, because it's easier and it makes more sense. I could always go back and do a walkthrough where I don't use any of the armor abilities or anything silly like that, but that would take ages and it'd just be for a novelty more than anything else. I would much rather do something like a PS2 game or something like that, or like a Final Fantasy playthrough. It'd be like 200 videos, but it'd be pretty cool to have a full walkthrough with commentary of Final Fantasy VIII or something, where I get all the summons, I kill all the hidden super bosses and all that kind of stuff. And look at this. This is really bad. For some reason, he could hear me then, and he full on he's blocked me in this corner, and there's no I can do. And there's one of his buddies there, so I C4 that guy. And I nearly pay the price because I am full on nearly dead. He's still on the corner, so I throw the C4, I armor up when I get my armor back, and then I detonate it. Oh, did you see that? That was bad from me. The reason why I did that is because I keep forgetting you have to press the opposite triggers to do things. So I'm so used to pressing the trigger to throw and pressing the same trigger to detonate, so I keep throwing the C4 dead close to me, but believe it or not, that killed the brute. That just goes to show how powerful the C4 is. It is a fantastic piece of equipment, so if you can find it, make sure you pick it up because it's super useful. But collect the spores from their bodies to get your upgrade points and then push onwards. And I think this is where the sniper rifle is. Yeah, there it is. And it's just like Call of Duty, the sniper rifle. You can push in a button and it will steady your shot for a couple seconds. But that's the end of the first part of Dark Heart, so I'll see you in the next section, guys. Thanks for watching. You take care now.